It's way too long. Just in case.
Yeah. Yes. And it's too high.
Yeah.
It gives you that dramatic effect where now all this is shadow.
Yeah, and I think that's before it was so much of a crazy. Yeah, not necessarily the best. We don't need no stickers. Or even like the globes, white globes, one big side is enough.
Yep. It's nice soft. Yep. Beautiful. Like you would get, yeah. I had 2 spots with nail on attachment. So actually I can make it spread out or I can actually have it come in. And it's so soft.
Get it back. How was that? Was that overexposed? It was a little hot.
Yeah.
Still a little. Yeah, I'll let it go back. The mic's on and it's locked on.
So Mike, once we get started, I press record. Okay, I'm already recording. Once I switch, I'm not on camera, so I'm gonna go down and start packing.
Yeah, I was gonna head down there too.
Yeah.
Or I'll stay here. If it's on it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who's gonna run the camera, but once I press cut, I mean, I can start packing up.
Okay, well, if you want to go down, I gotta stay here with him.
Well, I'm gonna wait till somebody go on. I gotta switch. After I switch to the camera, I'm going there.
So we're inactive right now.
Right.
Until someone gets up there, I gotta do the manual arms. I can do the
Yeah, okay.
Instead of me going down. So if you want to go down, I'll stay up here with Andy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I just like I think it should be hey, where's Q? Is Q down there popping up?
Yeah, all the cases are back there.
You know what I'm saying? Is Q? Is he down there?
One week is, yeah.
Okay.
He's tearing down now.
Okay. Okay. I can stay. I didn't know.
Yeah, I like to stay.
Yeah, that's fine.
In case something else happens.
I got you.
I'm sorry. I'm going to bring the hours down just a little bit, but I'll be here when someone gets up.
Okay. Okay. got this on also, so it wasn't going through. I got this on mute.
Everybody can please take your seats. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome everyone. Please take your seats. Take your seats. Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, could you please take your seats? It's game time. It's game time, especially table 7. You're on probationary. Seats, please. Seats. You want to get this party started if you can go. Thank you. Welcome everyone. Welcome. 7 days of Alaska.
Oh, shit, why would he do that?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Before the audience enters, please. My name is Sarah Benson, class of 2000, proud 3-year member of the women's rugby team. If you could please join me and rise for the color guard.
Well, I can give you more.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now welcome to the podium, my Cleveland roommate and fellow Navy Women's Rugby teammate, Shannon Kelly. Please bow your heads for our invocation. Let us pray together, each of us according to our own beliefs. Let us offer thanks for this opportunity to gather again as the 10th Annual Navy Rugby Alumni Association Hall of Fame and With You Dinner welcomes United States Naval Academy leadership, our military, alumni, coaches, men's and women's rugby first class players, family, and friends. We have gathered here tonight to support, to honor, and to celebrate the past, present, and future advancement of the United States Naval Academy men's and women's rugby programs. As a Navy Rugby family, we live the concept of being with you in many different ways. We strive to encourage one another, learn from one another, compete together at the highest levels, and to support one another, whether in victory or defeat. Tonight, please remember, there is so much to be grateful for. Despite the challenges we all face daily, remember that we are family, sisters, and brothers. Let us triumph together each day by supporting those who need us and in turn, appreciating the support and love of those who are with us. May we all live strong in our faith, all of us in God we pray. Amen. I'd like to introduce Captain Pat O'Mahony, President of the Navy Rugby Alumni Association.
Seats, please. Everyone take your seats, please. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to ask you for one more round of applause for our 2025 Hall of Fame inductees. Great stuff. We had another flawless execution by Rob Sinran. Pretty memorable with these mediators, so nice work. Well, good evening, everyone. It's truly an honor to stand before you today. 10th Annual Rugby Dinner. That's 10 years in a row. Pretty remarkable considering we started out with a slow burn over the Oak Club on the yard. And here we are, filling the room at capacity, record-breaking crowd, bigger facility, Hall of Fame ceremony, biggest ever attendance, okay? Just a number of milestones we continue to hit each year. It's just super exciting. I hope you're as energized as I am. So nice work, everybody. So tonight, we celebrate surrounded by passionate alumni, dedicated volunteers, and generous supporters. Welcome to our distinguished guest, Admiral Kirby. So good to have you here. So good to see you. Such a fantastic leader. Thank you for coming. And the CEO, another incredible leader in the storied legacy of our Navy, Admiral Rixey, Admiral Byrne, General Whistler, and General Fulford. Welcome. Chet, our outgoing athletic director for the Naval Academy, and a distinguished guest tonight, by all measures, and probably the strongest supporter of Navy Rugby over the course of his tenure as athletic director. Welcome. Thank you for coming and joining us, sir. Our NRA Board of Directors are here tonight. I won't have them stand, but they are a pivotal part to our development as an organization. Grateful for all of their work and all that they're going to continue to do, and turn over to more up-and-comers in our organization to take the helm and lead us into the future of victory. Thank you. Look around this room. This isn't just a gathering. It's the very foundation of our shared history and the launching pad for our future. On behalf of our association, thank you for your commitment, your energy, and your unwavering belief in our program. This past couple of years has been historic for our sport. The 2023 Men's Rugby World Cup in France shattered records with a jaw-dropping 1.3 billion viewing hours worldwide. The drama, especially those in razor-thin knockouts and the unforgettable final between South Africa and New Zealand, showed that rugby is a game of inches and heart. Emerging nations like Portugal electrified fans, proving rugby growth knows no boundaries, including right here in the U.S. Our Olympic Rugby Sevens program soared as well. The U.S. women's team earned a landmark bronze medal in the Paris 2024 Olympic Games. The first ever Olympic medal for U.S. Rugby. The triumph amplified by stars like Alumni on social media, you should be very familiar with her, has sparked a surge in new players and inspired a new generation. With fast-paced, high-octane action, Rugby Sevens continues to captivate new fans at every turn. Women's rugby is surging at the university level, now ranking as the fastest-growing college sport in the United States. With grassroots explosion guarantee a constant stream of high-caliber athletes from USNA, entering the national team program and domestic clubs. And looking ahead, we're in a new era. The U.S. will host both the Men's Rugby World Cup in 2031 and the Women's in 2033. These milestones not only promise excitement, they guarantee profound investment in American rugby. From youth programs to world-class facilities, the next decade positions our sport to thrive like never before. On our program here, Naval Academy. We're on the rise. As investments in our program grow, so too does our reputation for elite coaching and facilities. We were host to the U.S. Eagles ahead of their international test with England in July. We now have the best women's and men's rugby summer camps in the nation, beating Cal, the oldest varsity program in the country, and Army, the second best military academy in our country. Our venue, our hospitality, our stewardship of the game of rugby is a beacon of success. None of this remaining would be possible without the incredible achievements of our own. Naval Academy Men's Rugby won the 2023 Division I-A Rugby National Championship, capping off a historic season and cementing Navy status as an elite program. Varsity status has validated decades of dedication, and this year's squad is already setting the bar high with dominant performance in the pursuit of another national championship. As you well know, our women's rugby team also won 2022 CRA D1 Championship in Charlotte, North Carolina. It might have passed unnoticed, but it shouldn't have. The second highest championship level in collegiate rugby behind Division I-A Elite Championship. An aspect rarely mentioned is that the team is the epitome of student-athlete excellence. 9 players, recently earned NRA all-academic honors, maintaining a GPA of 3.5 or higher. Our recruiting pipeline is attracting top talent, and as a varsity program, Navy Women's Rugby is building a foundation of excellence that will endure for generations. And finally, tonight, we'll recognize and celebrate the 30th anniversary of our women's program. Three decades of excellence, grit, and determination has led us to today and a future that will produce Rugby World Cup superstars, Olympic legends. You heard it from me first. We will produce an Olympian in the next 5 years from here. Guaranteed. If you've ever watched our women play and our men play, you'll see it. And of course, exceptional leading Marine Corps officers, because that's what you're here for. And rugby contributes to that. And tonight we have a special treat for you. Please keep your eye on the screen here behind me.
Royal Navy Women's Rugby and the Legacy. Kim Kosovo, class of 2000. Rachel Nagel, 1998.
Ashley Sullivan, formerly Ashley McRae, class of 98.
Shannon Kelly, and class of 2000. Greta Spitz, class of 2000. Just wanted to take a second to share what Navy Women's Rugby means to me. It's scrumming, mauling, roughing, tackling, literally lifting up your favorite pack of woos and backs all throughout life. I don't know where we'd be, but when we sit here, that's for sure. I definitely don't think I would have done some of the harder things I did in life if I hadn't come out and played. Team rugby's more of teamwork. There's no individual track. It's all like at the end of the day, teammates to talk to, teammates to rely on. They're my best friends on the yard, on the pitch.
I mean, being a woman at the academy is a special thing. Being a woman rugby player at the academy is an even more special thing.
I could definitely relate this to my family back at home, so we beat each other up every day. We were able to wander Bancroft Hall, 5-1-8 or fellow runners, whether they're having a good day or a bad day, or the same for them.
It's kind of like one of those things where you're just like poor and you know it, and we had one set of jerseys, and we would have to swap out from A side to B side, so you'd have to take off this, someone would take off this sweaty, gross jersey, and we'd all lay them out on the ground, and then the B side would come up and just put these things back on.
Yeah, it was not mainstream and a little crazy.
For, us coming in and just picking up a rugby ball, not knowing what to do with it, to seeing them become a club and now be a varsity sport for the last 3 years. It's special. I think you guys went through all of that so we could be on this nice pitch with this nice uniforms with good coaches, good facilities. Is honestly all inspiring. Women's rugby has just come such a long way, and I'm so grateful for the trailblazers who started the program. It's an honor to follow in your footsteps. We really take advantage of all the blessings we have, having the BSC, having 2 pitches, a practice pitch, a game pitch. We have our own locker room, not having to walk out to hospital court every day. I don't think that they knew at the time that they created so many amazing opportunities for so many women to come after them.
I'm proud of my classmate Murph for taking on the team. I think that says a lot about him, the program itself. He could be doing anything, anywhere. He's a talented guy. And the fact that this program is it's so good that it's recruiting and retaining him to bring his skills to the program. I think that's fantastic.
I kind of offered to help out with the women's team, and I thought it was on a temporary basis. And then I fell in love with it. We've had a lot of success over a not so long period of time, and the girls are all fired up. They like to learn, they like to be better, they like to play for each other. And once we got to the varsity status, it didn't seem to be as big a deal to me, but when you're a midshipman and you go from a Club 1A athlete to a varsity athlete, that's kind of a big deal, and it's neat to be there with them for that.
It's phenomenal to see that there's support for the team and for the program, and I just hope it keeps continuing.
That's the limit. The ball's in your court to continue to press on, and I hope you do.
If you set foot on that field, enjoy it. It's make magic happen.
It's been an honor to be with you through the years and to say we were there, and women's rugby still going strong and going to be there for another 30 years is thank you. Thank you for everything. Just all I can say is thank you, because I'm truly just dumbfounded by how incredible those women were. Just really grateful for what they did for us, creating a team. Thank you.
Please join me in congratulating women on 30 years. Anything to do, and we'll look for a few minutes before we have our next guest speaker, which will be Dennis Murphy, our chairman, but we'll be up here in a few minutes. So enjoy the meal, enjoy the camaraderie, and we'll be back.
You hit it again? Oh, yeah. It's unbelievable.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I don't want to lose you, but stick with me, guys. Stick with me. Everybody. I wanted to give you some time to chat it up. Don't make me put everybody in the front room rest. I got a retired SEAL out in the audience who asked me not to mention his name, but I think he'll probably help me get everybody in the front room rest if that's what you're up for. Okay? So remain nameless. I'm not even the table number, but it's generally where I'm looking. Yeah. Okay. To continue on with our ceremony here, I'd like to welcome Dennis Murphy, who's the chairman of our Rugby Alumni Association. Well, thank you, Pat. You didn't tell me the lights were so bright looking out here in the audience. So I really appreciate everybody being here tonight and for your attention for this small portion that I have to talk about. And first, I just really want to recognize the women's program. And I think that we are unique among sports programs at the Naval Academy to being one team. We are the men's and women's program together. And think about that. And for everything that we do to raise money, to support the programs, it's for both men's and women's together. And I think that's really important to start off with. And we've organized ourselves in a way that actually models St. Mary's in California, that has been a fantastic rugby program for many years. And we adopted their approach to having officers that kind of run things with a committee and this dinner and having a board that oversees it. And so I'd like to just ask any of the board members that are here tonight, if you could stand up and just be recognized as participating for the Rugby Alumni Association Board. And I'm calling it out because it's many of the board members and some of the others that are here tonight that got us started. Over 10 years ago, they got us started. That created the rugby complex that we have out there, the Presnick Center, and really creating the momentum that has carried us forward to where we are today. And if you see around, we've got some posters over here that describe there's 3 phases that we're looking at in this rugby program. The first phase was to get a full-time coach, Gavin Hickey. Gavin? We're Gavin over here. Get a full-time coach. Get the varsity status. Thank you, Chet. And the third objective of that was to win a national championship.
Oh, hell yeah.
And we've done that. On both the men's and women's side, we've done that. And so, in kind of the spirit of, who are we, what are we about, what's the next thing? The next thing is phase 2. Phase 2 of this 3-phase program. Phase 2 is about building the Rugby Excellence Fund. That is the day-to-day operations. And we have to raise a lot of money every year, north of $400,000 a year, to be able to support the rugby, the men and women's program for our Rugby Excellence Fund. So we have to, in phase 2, build the corpus up of that fund so that we can eventually be able to sustain that based upon the corpus that we've raised. Phase 3 is about the rugby clubhouse. And I draw your attention over here to what the future is about. And if you don't know much about rugby in the collegiate level, our competitors, the teams that we are competing against the most, have one of these clubhouses. So when Gavin is bringing in recruits to try to, get them to come to the Naval Academy to play rugby, they're also going to Cal and to St. Mary's and these other programs that have these clubhouses, state-of-the-art locker rooms and meeting facilities and all of those things. So our future is about the clubhouse. But those are the 3 phases. And in order to be able to raise the money to do this, we have to rely on those of you that are here tonight that are supporting Navy Rugby. And there's really 2 things I want to call out tonight about what we're doing in this approach. The first is about a legacy gift. And if I can ask Dale Lawson to stand up. Where is Dale? Yeah. Look at Dale. No, keep standing. Keep standing. Now, stand up on your chin so we can see you. Look, I say that because Dale, when I first met Dale, he told me that his call sign as an aviator was Runt. He was class of 69, started off on the team. But Dale has established his estate, his trust, 100% is coming to Navy Rugby. And today we got it valued at $2.2 million. And I know that because as of this morning, I became the executor of his estate. So I've got all the documents he signed this morning. They're right home in my safe at home. So Well, at some point, your state will come towards the Rugby Clubhouse. Thank you so much. The other thing I want to call out is that besides the opportunity for any of you in the room that may be thinking about this to give a legacy gift to Baby Rugby, is also organizing by class. Things that you can do as a class to get yourselves around making a gift to Baby Rugby. And I know that the class of 2000, we've got some here tonight, are thinking about it and haven't made a lot of progress. So can I see hands from 2000? Can I see some hands from 2000? Okay. We're waiting on you. But the model to follow class of 2000 is class of 1983. Can I see 1983? Where are you? Where are you, 93? Where are you? So the class of 93, they're all here tonight, they started off with a project to raise $250,000 for needy rugby. And as they started talking to each other, that 250 turned into 350. So they are here tonight to present a check, not suitable for cash rate, so a check for $350,000 to Baby Rugby. We're at 361. It's coming on. Right, I think we're waiting for pictures afterwards. Yeah. So 93 is calling out a challenge, even the classes that are here tonight. And notice that they're like an off year, they're not in every 5-year kind of thing. Okay, so thank you so much. In other classes, think about that, and we've got the opportunities to potentially meet the fascinating through. But anyway, appreciate you all coming tonight. This is an awesome event. The 10th year anniversary of this event, 30 years of women's rugby, and it's just great to be part of this community. So thank you very much. I said, look, it's kind of like a prelude to a kiss. I have to say some remarks from my position as president. It was beyond welcome remarks and more strategic when I want you guys to act on when you walk away other than having good food and good camaraderie. So please stick with me and we'll keep on moving with the program. As Mark just talked about, we met for a bold vision. That's the Rugby Excellence Fund and our clubhouse. Our future requires a home worthy of our ambition. That's why we are launching this campaign for Rugby Excellence Fund as a foundation to follow on phase 3 for the clubhouse. It's a lasting symbol of our commitment to the next generation of Navy rugby. This is more than just concrete and steel. It will be a symbol of our commitment to our beloved program and the warriors who pass through its walls. It will be the reason of our objective to continue our path to being a preeminent collegiate rugby program. How we get there? And this is probably a little bit of recall from last year's dinner, hopefully you remember. Maybe not, maybe it wasn't sticky enough, but I'm going to try to make it stick, so bear with me. Realize this vision, we have to focus on strengthening our foundation. We have to build the alumni base, we have to leverage our capacity to contribute, and we have to unlock our philanthropic potential. Everybody still with me? So here's my personal challenge to you, my call to action beyond just trying to contribute any bigger help or small to the program. Recruit one. There's three of them, but easy to remember. Got the delivery side, sump, got it. Recruit one. If you know a graduate, a rugby alumnus who isn't involved yet, text them now. Recruit one new member by the end of this month. 2. Fund the foundation. Fund the foundation. Show your support tonight by committing some number of events. There's QR codes. Zap the QR code. You know how that works. Fund the foundation. And then the third one, again, only 3, please remember, commit to our 5-year pledge. 93 just set a perfect example of that. I think that number is still going up. We have to use a Sharpie to adjust it. Commit to the 5-year pledge.
Yeah, you did that.
So recruit one, fund the foundation, commit to a 5-year pledge. Okay? Recruit one, fund the foundation, commit to a 5-year pledge. All right, I'd like to welcome to the podium Admiral Nixon. Hey everybody, I need you all to be quiet right now. All right, listen up. I think this is really, really fundamentally one of the most important things we're going to do tonight. And I really appreciate being up here because it's an honor and a privilege to introduce the next inductee into the Navy Rugby Hall of Fame, Chet Bradshaw. In the summer of 2023, I stood on the sidelines in Houston, Texas, and I watched the men's team win the national championship over the University of California, Navy 28, Cal 22. And I was profoundly moved, with decades trying to get there. That year, they went 18-0, 3 wins over Army that season, number 1 in the nation. And only a year prior, they achieved varsity status. And in 2022, the winner won the CRA D1 championship in Charlotte, North Carolina. And today, Navy Rugby is known as a national powerhouse. So how did we get here? All right, y'all stay with me here. It started in the fall of 2003, 2 years into Chet's tenure. Sam Marone, General Fulford, went to see Chet and the superintendent, Admiral F. And they went to ask for support for moving the varsity club rugby program from Hospital Point, I mean, I played Hospital Point, to the new Brigade Sports Complex across the Severn. And Chet agreed to move rugby and build the fields if we came up with millions of dollars. So Sam and General Fulford went to work to raise their money, and within a couple of months and surpassed that goal. Ernie Sharon Blake came on board and provided a big part of that money. Followed by Tom Blott-Merkel, who was inducted today, by the way. And this provided Chet with the confidence that the project had the financial backing of a core and committed alumni. He kept his commitment and moved those fields to where they are today. And in parallel, an original group of rugby zealots, some sitting here today, Rob Swinram, Pat O'Mahony, Dan Morris, Benny Oates, just to name a few, leveraged those contributions of Sam, General Fulford, Ernie, and Tom, and started that grassroots movement to achieve national championship and varsity status. Over time, others joined, far too many tonight to name, and with that core group, established the NRAA for men and women. And we've heard about that tonight.
I didn't see that it had.
So the NRAA had to reach behind the key contributors who are sitting here tonight and reach the masses. And this group, with their structure, charter, and strategic plan, was another demonstration of organized alumni commitment. So Chet harnessed the NRAA, leveraging Tom Blott-Merkel's business acumen and your checkbook, and it provided us with a map of success and realistic financial requirements. And throughout the multi-year process, Chet's leadership and direction were invaluable. Objectives were agreed upon, funds were raised, and Chet did the rest. Listen up. Last month, I had the honor of attending Chet's retirement ceremony, and I learned a great deal about this very impressive man. He played football at Boston College. He coached high school football. He was the assistant AD at UMass, associate AD at Syracuse, AD at Tulane, Boston College, and Houston. And my favorite comment of the night came from Vice Admiral John Ryan. When interviewing Chet for the Navy AD job, Admiral Ryan called the Boston College president and asked, "What will it take to keep Chet happy at USNA?" And he said, "Let him build something every year." And boy, did he build. Look at the stadium. Look at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium. He built the facilities and structure across the yard. He expanded Navy to 36 varsity sports. But sir, they did not mention your best achievement. It certainly is in our mind. You built a first-class rugby facility. You built the best coaching staff in college rugby led by Gavin Mickey. You built a professional management necessary to maintain a margin of excellence, and you built Navy Rugby into a national powerhouse. The national championship teams in 2022 and 2023, when eligible, will undoubtedly be inducted in the Hall of Fame. They will be known as Chet's teams. Perhaps more important are the achievements off the pitch. Navy Rugby has produced multiple Road and Marshall and Olmsted Star awardees. Rugby athletes are placed in elite and critical communities across the Navy and the Marine Corps, and there's no finer field of teamwork, leadership, and warrior ethos in a winning attitude. Thank you, Chet, for your contributions to national security, sir. Chet, you and your wonderful wife, Kathy, have left an indelible mark on this institution. On behalf of the NRAA and Navy Rugby Universe, we cannot thank you enough for what you've done, and the best way to have to reward you and show you is to induct you in the Navy Rugby Hall of Fame. Despite all the valiant efforts of the Navy Rugby Alumni Association and the significant donors here, we are not here tonight without you. So Chet, come on up. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, John. Thanks, all of you. The good news is that I'm retired. I don't give speeches. We're going to give some comments real quickly with some recollections. And what's been said already is really exactly what I'm referring to. There's the leadership that came from so many distinguished alumni, so many people with a passion for rugby. Athletic directors set a vision. We got a mindset in terms of objectives and goals. And we need the support of the wonderful people that surround us. And very simply, you, many of you in this room motivated me every day, every I could, to fulfill our vision, which is to see here tonight. This incredible religious program has evolved. And one person that was briefly mentioned, I really missed because he meant so much to me. He was the one that actually came forward first about the vision for rugby. He sat in my office with his wife, and they talked about exactly what Pat earlier had just described with the way rugby has evolved, not only regionally, but nationally. So John Kuzma. And I saw that the facility's named Kuzma Rugby Facility because John and Patty stepped up. Many of the people that mentioned earlier again, we've been Jody and Sharon and Carl and Sam and Joe Ritchie and Brad Murphy and all the rest. So thanks for motivating me. Thanks for funding me the resources. Congratulations to the women, North and you, who enjoyed. I bet for sure they found you 3 or 4 times in the last 2 years. It's amazing. I'm really excited to see you tonight. And keep it down. And thanks all of you for everything. Appreciate it. Go Navy, beat me. We have you listening, you guys, please bring up a little bit of token of appreciation for Chet. As Chet rides off into the sunset, we want to ride off in the sunset and put this on the back of the saddle. This is a jersey from the team on behalf of the active team and all of the active alumni in the organization. Thank you very much, Chet.
I got 2 people looking at it.
All right, thank you very much, Jack. Thank you again for that legacy. If you thought about it, the special treat, we even have a better special treat coming up for you. We're going to hear from our names and one of the same captains. I'd like to welcome, unless Jeff Ryan wants to go back and Coach Murphy. How we doing, Rugby people? Great to be here. Lots of bright-eyed, bushy-tailed faces. This is a rugby party. Love it. So this thing's gotten bigger and better every year, and it's because of all of you bringing the noise each year. The support has been fantastic. Couple shout-outs. This is the first time that I've had most of the staff here. Since I feel like I'm about to play with a rock band, I can't see if you're actually here. In fact, I can't really much see what's at that table. But Captain Good and Lieutenant Tony Wood, here. Those are my 2 new O-Lips. They do a great job of keeping us out of trouble. Conduct-wise, academically, and logistically, by the way. Abby Mastitis, where are you? She's been with us for a couple years, but this is her first banquet. I assured her this would be fun, and I've gotten the graduate sheet approved. Very accomplished Olympian, great coach. And new to the party, not for me, I've been on the staff for like 30 years. He takes care of a lot of things. He does everything from coach to figure out when we got buses, to putting up our waivers and hiding the bodies. And that is Devin Smiley. And then the man with the greatest hair here, but unfortunately it's tied in a bun. Where is Fred Palamo? So Fred Palamo not only is a very accomplished rugby player, he's a hell of a coach, and since we brought him out, it's been like magical. He turned down several really high-paying
commercial gigs for shampoos and like hair oils. So he's had a couple glasses along, and I told him to take the ponytail off and give us a little bit of that. So if you guys want to influence him a little more, that would be great. Before I forget, I would also like to thank my beautiful wife, Lauren. We could talk about a lot of things about how much I like coaching rugby, but the honest answer is because my wife lets me. And I know you didn't sign up to be a rugby coach, but here we are. And thank you for that, love. So, the real show, I'd like to bring up my two team captains. They are two remarkable humans. Never played rugby before they came to the academy, and they've been with the team the entire time. And it's been neat to see them since day one in their oversized blue rings and USA shorts, and now they're running the place. So it's been neat to see them grow as players and leaders, and here we are right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ella Callahan. My name is Ashley Spencer, and we are the captains of this year's Navy Women's Rugby team. I'm originally from upstate New York, but grew up overseas and graduated from the International School of Manila, and here I have the privilege of playing walk. And I'm from Blackwood, South Carolina. I'm a proud master. In the rugby team, I'm the tight-head prop. I would have to say it is the best position on the field. I will not claim that being a lie. As a varsity team, we do get the privilege of having a preseason blocker. When we first came back on the yard on August 3rd, Ashley and I decided that the very first team event we wanted to do was a Love the Legacy run. A team run around the yard where alumni from the classes of 98, 2000, and 2001 joined us to discuss the history of the team, read off legacy letters to classmates, and ensure that we realize how truly blessed we are to no longer wear the same kits as the men's team. But in all seriousness, we took the opportunity to ground the team in our history and take pride in our legacy. There's one particular tradition that reminds and connects the team every week with our legacy. Before each match, Coach Murph calls off the jersey numbers and selections, says a few words, and then hands it off to the captain. As captains, we then read a Love the Legacy letter from one of our alumni about what their time on the team did for them as a midshipman, officers, and even as spouses and parents. They share their memories of wearing the blue and gold jerseys of Navy women's rugby and how those memories have had a lasting impact on them personally and helped them professionally as they have moved on with their life, impacting everything from their careers to their family. Taking a look back, last year is best described as a year of growth for the team. Both the 15th and 7th season provided an abundance of learning opportunities for our players and built experience for our relatively young team. Coming into our preseason, we were very excited to get back to work. We believed we had strong forwards to replace the ongoing seniors, and we were grateful to have the entirety of our back line return. Coach Murph likes to boast about our 4-2 record this season, but shout out to our B-side for padding that record. In Naira, we are off to a 3-2 start, and over the past few weeks, we have won the last 3 games, taking down Long Island University, LaSalle, and last week hung 78 points on Princeton. When comparing this 15 seasons with our last, we have more than doubled our conference record thus far. Taking a small step back, prior to the start of the season, Ella and I had the privilege of attending the Gettysburg Leadership Conference. There, an emphasis was put on finding our team's North Star. While we would like to be Army, being on this team means so much more than winning games. It means family. It means grit, commitment, resilience, and legacy. So using input received from everyone on the team and drawing inspiration from the things in our first story locker, a locker dedicated to this history of Navy women's rugby, we compiled a team ethos that serves as our North Star. It reads as follows: We are united as teammates, midshipmen, and future officers, bound by trust, mission, and the will to serve something greater than ourselves. Rugby is not just a sport we play, it is a crucible where we forge the character, discipline, and leadership that will define us in the fleet and beyond. We train with intensity, act with humility, and lead with integrity. We give relentless effort, hold ourselves and each other accountable, and compete with grit and resilience that this team and our profession demands. We are not victims, we are volunteers, choosing the hard path with purpose. We don't wait to be pushed, we push ourselves and each other. Iron sharpens iron. That is how we grow, and that is how we lead. We honor the legacy of this team by living it every day. We don't just love our traditions, we live them. We protect the standard with our actions, not our words. Love the legacy means earning your place, uplifting your teammates, and leaving it better than you found it. No one on this team is above accountability, and no one is beneath respect. We support each other and are with you. This team is our training ground. Through rugby, we learn to serve, to lead, and to lift others. We prepare not only to win games, but to lead sailors and Marines with strength and compassion.
That is the ethos we practice, play, and live by. We as a team are proud to wear our jersey and are grateful for the support of our alumni. Without your support, we would not have the facilities, the coaching, or the resources that we do today. We would probably still be out practicing and playing on Hospital Point. Perhaps the most significant, we'd still be dressing in the freshly, sweaty, muddy, waiting kits of the men's team on game day. But in all sincerity, we are truly blessed and privileged to be part of this team and the legacy. Ashley and I love leading this team and aim to continue to deepen the bond that bind Navy women's rugby players, past, present, and future. Thank you all. Be Navy!
Next up, the head coach of the men's team, the director of rugby at the United States Senior Academy. We're going to coach for the family. Gavin Hickman! How are you doing? I'll keep this short, like myself. Thank you. Thank you all for making the effort to come back. It's not lost on a daily basis, but none of us will be here without you. So for all your support, Lady Rugby, take the time out of your schedule to come back and celebrate with us this weekend. Thank you very much. For our newest Lady Rugby Hall of Famers, we join an illustrious group of Navy All-Stars, and to join that group this year for yourself as well earned. So congratulations on your induction into Navy Rugby Hall of Fame. To our women's team, happy birthday! To my coaching staff, very quick one. We don't get the privilege to speak in front of so many supporters very often, so it's great to take a moment to just thank one or two people. And my coaching staff of Jamie Bullock and Dallas Nelson, wherever you guys are, thank you for all that you do. We're a pretty tight team, and success, you know, it's because of all of your hard work. It really is. And it's such an organization really good for people. I feel very fortunate I work with the best two every day. So thank you very much, fellas. To my mom. My mother is with me tomorrow, and so she's sitting right here. If they have another Irene to be found, but husband Tony, so great. Welcome back to Navy Rugby. Great to have you here. And finally, before I hand it over to the real stars of the show here, I saved the best to last, second last, but not say anything. Jessica, we have 3 kids who don't miss a rugby game. There's 7 as of 2 days ago, 4 and 2, and they're a handful. But on Saturdays, I get freedom from them. And I get to run work Navy Rugby. And yes, ties them to soccer and kicking and screaming, and then to rugby, which they love, but then they get sugar crashes from all the sugar that parents give them, and they're repeating the tears, the tantrums the rest of the day, and no naps, and then Sunday's a disaster, and I'm playing, and I'm working rugby, so we're good. So yes, for all that you do for our family and support for everything. Now, it's at the start of the show, and these are the guys that I talk about forever, but I won't, because the things I want to say about them, they're going to say about themselves. We're very, very fortunate to work with the best Michigan from the brigade, and these two are among the two finest. So, Austin Taylor, we'll call 18, and Michael Sewell, we'll call Spike. So, Spike and 18.
Good evening and welcome to the 10th annual Navy Rugby Alumni Association With You dinner. Firstly, congratulations to our Hall of Fame inductees this afternoon. I am so glad everyone can make it tonight. Your support for this team means so much to both myself and speaking for the rest of the team. It means so much to us. My name is Austin Taylor, and I share captaincy with my good friend, Michael Streel. I'm from just outside Atlanta, Georgia, and I grew up playing pretty much every sport I could try. My mom, sitting right over there, was raised just outside Birmingham, Alabama, while my dad was born in South Africa. You would think that South African connection would be my connection to rugby, but it played a very little role in my path here today. In high school, I played football, and I also played baseball, and I hoped to play in college. When I decided to come to the Naval Academy, I had no clue what sport I wanted to play here. It was not until a random Georgia midshipman meet and greet that a parent of this Navy Rugby Alumni Association recommended the team to me. They said that Navy Rugby was a great group of young men and with an excellent culture. I did not think much about it at the time, but that conversation was in the back of my head through I-Day and during peak summer. All I can remember from the summer sports brief was my fellow teammate, Don Lockwood. He asked if having a 600-pound squat and being 250 pounds was good enough for men's rugby. Little do I know, I felt a little out of place compared to our scary Marines like Reese and Dom. But then I met Michael Streel. Rugby has a place for all shapes and sizes. Since that first interaction during peak summer, I joined Navy Rugby and never looked back. Since our loss to Lindenwood in the playoffs last spring, we've been hard at work prepping for this season. The boys were out far and wide this summer. They were scaling mountains in Alaska, leading Boy Scouts in the lakes in Minnesota, and at sea in Guam in Australia, and training with NSW down in Virginia Beach. As a result, we got back to the yard on August 3rd, and we were better leaders, more physically fit, and motivated as ever to start the season. One of the benefits of being a varsity program is that we are able to do an actual preseason, where we have 2 weeks of practice without anything else in the hall to worry about. We had the chance to get some of our toughest practices in, and there's nothing like a good Bronco or two on your first day back in Annapolis. After a successful fall camp, we were really excited to start the season. We started out strong against Royal Navy Rugby Union, in which we surprised the lads from across the pond with a strong start and never let them back in the game. After the Royal Navy, we played Queens and Mary Washington at home. In both these games, we started fast and never let the opposition think they had a chance. Last weekend, though, against Mount St. Mary's, we made some critical errors in the first half, and we went into halftime behind 16-10. We stayed calm at half, and we didn't let the first half change our game plan. In the second half, we stayed true to Navy Rugby. We kicked long, we tackled hard, and mauled our way out of the hole that we had put ourselves in. In the second half, we outscored Mount St. Mary's 49-3. This was a big one for us because it showed us that even if we get in a hole off the start, there's no need to change our game plan. We are confident in our system. And we are also confident in the legacy everyone has built before us, and confident for tomorrow's game. And we cannot wait to give you guys a Navy Rugby win on Ernie Blake 2 at the Cruz Smith Rugby Center. Thank you.
Good evening. Welcome to the Navy Rugby Alumni Day. My name is Michael Striel, and I'm the youngest of 6 children. I come from a small town in Queens. All my life, I grew up thinking that Navy Rugby, my 5 siblings, would be the only family I would ever have. That all changed the moment I went to my first rugby practice on Hospital Point, and my family grew by about 60 people. Being part of this team has been nothing short of amazing, and I could not be more proud to be a captain. When I was in high school, my brother began attending the Naval Academy, and ever since it was my dream following his footsteps. It largely became my dream because of the quality of his friends on Navy Rugby. His friends seemed larger than life, and they still do. It took me joining the team to understand that these were just the type of men Navy Rugby attracted. Every day I went to practice and would observe the leaders of our team in awe. I was amazed at how respectable, honorable, and likable my teammates were. They led by example and showed me what true leadership looked like. As Navy Rugby progressed, my brother, graduated the class of 2021, often joked that my teammates now would never know the days of blue-collar rugby. One joke that always stuck with me was that we lived in the shade of the trees planted by the teams before us. While I know he was kidding, it resonated with me because it was true. This team has been around since the 1960s, and graduated leaders that have led at the highest levels of our military in times of war and peace. Each of these leaders has given everything they had to this program to ensure that they left the jersey in a better place, and we will do the same. The legacy of service created by those who have gone before us helped us create a vision for our 2026 Navy Rugby team. Our vision seems obvious. We think it is to win as many games as we can and bring back the national championship to Annapolis. Yes, that is absolutely part of our goals as a team, but our vision is far more than just winning rugby matches. We focus on upholding the legacy of our team in all aspects of life as a midshipman. We strive to be the best versions of ourselves in the hall and academically. We hold ourselves to a higher standard because we believe it is what fosters a strong and successful culture for the matches we play today. We place such a high focus on this to ensure that we succeed in our futures where failing is not an option. Each and every day we focus on buying into life as a midshipman to push us to become men of character that are ready to lead in our Navy and Marine Corps. After taking care of business in the hall, we bus over to the Brigade Sports Complex, where our vision is truly put to action. On our practice field, we demand discipline, communication, and leadership by example. We ensure that the incredible opportunity afforded to us is used in a proper manner for making a conscious effort to develop these skills every day. And that, I believe, captures the heart of our vision. To graduate leaders of character who can meet the needs of something larger than their own ambitions. We do this by demanding excellence in all that we do on and off the field. We hold ourselves to a standard forged by over 60 years of Navy Rugby excellence. That legacy does not belong to us. It is our responsibility to honor and uphold it. I assure you all we are doing everything that we can to live up to that standard. Thank you for your tremendous support, and have a good night. All right, we're on in turn 4 here, folks. We have a special treat going to hold. Bouncing from event to event tonight. Our final special guest is our new athletic director, Mr. Michael Fleming.
Thank you, Pat. This is such a great facility. If you don't know this, I was at another event across the way. This video board saying "Welcome to NAAA." And that one, perfectly set for the Navy Rugby Hall of Fame. So first off, congratulations to all these great folks that are being inducted into the Hall of Fame. Being a newcomer here and learning the history and the impact that this sport has already made over the years, and now with the great success that everyone's having, it truly is heartwarming. And when you see the potential of what we've already accomplished, now look ahead to what we can do together with everyone in this room to continue to improve the experience for our athletes, to continue to improve the facilities, and really make us the perennial national change contenders on both the men's and women's side that we have proven and that we want to continue to be. So, from my standpoint, coming in here, what better sport to what we're trying to accomplish, both for the actual crucible and the physical crucible that is day in and day out for all of our midshipmen athletes, but to really have the essence of this sport of rugby there is really, really heartwarming. Really hard. So thank you very much for all of that. Now, what I really expected to do, I've learned a lot of the game in my infancy here in the position with Gavin. I mean, when you have a coach that brings you have an introductory meeting and he gives you the textbook, and he actually wrote the textbook, and that's pretty cool. And then they had a chance to meet with Murph and that crew to see the passion they have for everything we want to accomplish on the women's side. It really is a good thing. So, as I don't want to hold you too long, I know we've got a huge game against Life. We got another game on the women's side tomorrow. We got a big game here from another sport for football. But I went to the women's game last week, and I thought I was learning the game a little bit, and then y'all are going to laugh at me, but after the game, I had no idea what to shoot the boots anymore. And all these girls started saying this girl, shoot the boots, and the girl just didn't want to admit that she scored or whatever it was, so I have to do this. But anyway, I thought I'm very grateful because I heard y'all making noise across the stadium, and I was afraid you were going to shout that out to me when I came up here today. Maybe do that, so I'm very grateful for that. Officially, I got a lot to learn about the sport. What's that? Hey, yeah. All right. We'll let you guys do that. After we do life tomorrow, right? So just know while I self-admitted, I'm eager to learn more about the sport, but just knowing that my passion to follow and what's been already supported, what we all can do together for the sport is very, very sincere. This is really important to the Naval Academy, really important to what we can accomplish for our midshipmen, and I'm very eager to be a part of this family. So I appreciate you giving me a chance to talk to you a little bit tonight, and I'm very much looking forward to the great excellence we can all build together for Naval Rugby. So thank you so much. Have a great evening.
All right, we've made it. Where's Joe bring this stuff? If you could please stand. Okay, so everybody look in the back here. And this is the moment where I really want to take an opportunity to express gratitude. Joe is particularly, as he can be, is responsible for the well-organized effort we see here every year for the last 10 years. Thank you very much. Really sophisticated way to organize this. And I'm sure some of you out there are doing. We just had to call him after the deadline and ask him, hey, Joe, can you squeeze me in somewhere? Well, it turns out when we have a popular dinner and it gets to capacity, unfortunately, the answer gets to be, well, maybe, and then migrates to a no sometimes. So please, as you do that, know that you're supporting Joe, and he's got beautiful hair. I'm not really sure how. I've lost most of mine, but he's done a marvelous job. Really want to completely share him without thanking him, especially for all the work he does there. One more admin note, we've got some canvases in the back, silent auction, okay? There's some reserves there. If they string, they shouldn't, okay? This is a benefit for you. It's also an opportunity to work with your classmates. Maybe you join together on one of them, okay? Again, just an admin note. The other admin note that reads, running the room, puts together an Army-Navy match every year. So this year, well, next year, will be 28 March. on the Stage Field, which is somewhere in that direction. So, March 28th, if you're interested, I'm not. I want to watch. I don't want to coach to, but I don't know if I can play anymore because I might be broken. Where I am now. So, take it in on that. I'm going to wrap up with the three things I want to leave you with. That's recruit one, fund the foundation, and commit to the pledge. Together we're building more than just a program. We're building a legacy. And thank you for being part of this historic journey. It doesn't end. We need another 30 years of greatness like the one we just celebrated here tonight. And you're very much a part of that. Let's make Navy Rugby the strongest, most connected alumni community in the country. And set the stage for the next century of excellence. The next century of excellence. So I'm clear to be, I'm going to say be Rugby, okay? Make sure that whoever's having dinner across the stadium that AD Kelly just mentioned, here's this, okay? On three. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much for coming and congratulations to all of our inductees. Have a good night.